welcome to another beautiful video from the cake trail. Today I'm going to be decorating mini cupcakes, and I am actually making a Mario wrap pipe. So you know those green pipes that help the characters escape in the Mario game? That's what I'm going to be making, and so I'm going to be using cupcakes for that. So let's get started. I'm going to be cutting or leveling. I will be leveling the cupcakes such that I can stack them. So just cutting off the dome part of the cupcake. So I have 2 level cupcakes. And I'll add a bit of buttercream to the bottom to prevent it from moving around while decorating. And I'll be adding buttercream to the top. This will hold the 2 cupcakes in place together. A skewer, I'm going to use a skewer just to hold it in place. So this goes into the fridge for a while to firm up. So this has been in the fridge for some time, and I just want to fill up this is good to go. I will be covering this in fondant, and I'll put this back in the fridge to firm up. Making decorations for a Mario themed cake, and I have with me different colored fondants. This is going to be for the green pipe. This is for the Piranha Plant, and the brown blocks or bricks, and the mystery block, and the coins. So I will just go ahead and start making those now. Here I'm going to thinly roll the red fondant, and using a piping tip I'm going to cut the circles out, after which I would use my X-Acto knife and cut out the mouth of the plant. And then taking a bit of white fondant, I'm going to use that to line the mouth and apply the tiny little white dots you see on the plant in the Mario game. So I'm using a piping tip, the round 4 built-in piping tip, to actually get the small circles cut out. This can be very tricky, so you need to be patient while working on this. You can use any tool to get this done in a faster way, but right now this is what works for me. Once the top of the plant is completed, I'm going to thinly roll the green fondant for the base of the plant. And so I cut this into rectangles and try to get them as identical as I can, adding the green stem and then placing the base right at the bottom. And that's how you make the Piranha Plant. For the next character, which is the fire flower, I'm going to be cutting out red fondant, yellow fondant, and also a bit of white circular cutouts fondant. And so this is just layering all the colors in the same order as seen in the game, and also creating a base, a stem and a base for the fire flower. And there you have your fire flower. For the next character, these are the bricks, the brown bricks, and I'm using a brick-like stencil to get the brick pattern on the brown fondant. This stencil is available on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description of the video for those interested. So thinly roll out your brown colored fondant and use the stencil to make the brick lines on it. So for the next character, which is the lucky block, I'm going to be using yellow fondant and also using a question mark stamp. So this is a question mark lettering stamp, and so you can see I have white. I've used that on white fondant and just neatly placing it on the yellow, and using a knife, or in this case my ruler, I'm cutting out squares, and that's how I get the lucky block from the Mario game. The next is the coins, and with the help of a piping tip, I'm going to use the base to cut out the round coin. Sometimes the cutouts get stuck and you might be needing help with a tool, and I use the X-Acto knife to just draw the line in the center of the coin. And there you have the characters for the cake all designed. Also, we'll be adding clouds to the cake using white fondants and a cloud cutter. Just roll your fondant thinly and use your cloud cutter to make clouds. And we are done on making the mini characters that will be going on the cake. In this session, I'll be rolling out green fondants, thinly rolling out green fondant for the warp pipe. Remember, this has been chilling in the fridge since we did the crumb coats. And then cut out circles for the top of the pipe. I'm not sure I mentioned at the very beginning, but I was making two warp pipes of different heights. And so you can see that we have the short warp and the taller one. So measuring out using the dimensions of the crumb coated cake, I'm going to be wrapping the green fondant around it. I'm using a smoothing tool. Just make sure that the fondant is stuck to the cake. I'm using a bit of water to adhere the fondant to itself, and I'll be trimming off the excess fondant at the bottom and also at the top. You can use a pair of kitchen scissors to do your trimmings or use an X-Acto knife, depending on your level of comfort. And then this is kind of like the border of the pipe, just to give the pipe more dimensions. I'm putting like a thin sleeve over it to give the pipe more dimensions. And there you have your warp pipe all ready. Then moving on to the next one, I'll repeat the same process. Thinly wrap green fondant around the crumb coated cupcakes. Trim off the excess. And smoothing using your smoother. Add a ribbon to the top to give it the pipe dimension. And using a bit of water to adhere the fondant to itself. And there you have the 2 warp pipes completed. I'm using buttercream to secure the green pipes onto the cake. Remember, these are stacked cupcakes that have been decorated and wrapped with fondant. And so I need to be able to make sure that they don't slide off the main cake. Buttercream helps in this regard. And then for more support, I'm going to be placing skewers to hold the cupcakes to the main cake. Next, I'm going to be adding the celebrant's name, which is made out of craft paper. And this was actually going to block the fondant 3, which is the celebrant's age. And so I swapped that out for a printout of number 3. And then using a bit of water, I'm adding all the earlier fondant cutouts to the cake. In no particular order, I'm adding all the fondant cutouts on the cake. The Mario figurines on the cake, I did get them from Amazon, and I'll add a link in the description below to the video. And finishing up with the remainder of the characters. So this is a 360-degree decorated cake. All sides of the cake are decorated. I really did enjoy working on this. It's fun, it's colorful, and I trust the celebrants would really love this design. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.